The ARC says press.
January 19, 2019 is when we entered the professional wrestling business with Press Start. When I think of those two words, Press Start, that means that we're ready to enter the game. That means we are ready to show that we are number one. And that's what we did. When you get that cartridge or when you get that disc and you load it up, the first two words you usually see is Press Start. We've been in the game. But in 2023, it's not a game anymore. We went from C3 Wrestling to C3 Ultimate Wrestling for a reason. And we're going to show you guys what Press Start to. January 21st, 2023 at On the Square Sports Academy at Crown Point, Indiana. My name is Classic Alpha. And in 2023, I'm ready to press start.
Press start.
I am ready to press start.
I'm absolutely ready to press start.
The ARC says press start.
Press start.
Press start. Man, you know I'm mashing the button. Press start. Man, you know I'm mashing the button.
That is exactly what Miles Mercer has done to become the champion, the C3 Ultimate Wrestling Champion. Mash the button. Whether it's manipulating people, outsmarting people, or the help of his family, the ARC, Miles Mercer is the king of the whole show, defeating the likes of KO Kendra, Caesar Dragon, and most recently, Just Amazing. Who will step up? Who will challenge him next at Press Start 2? There are a lot of challenges that are coming in. A lot who are ready to press start. But the question is, who will press start first?
Am I ready? The Elite Warrior is always ready. Press start.
Miles Mercer versus the Cobra, C3 Ultimate Wrestling Championship, January 21st, 2023. Press start 2. My name is Classic Alpha, and I'm here to save professional wrestling. You might ask, what do I mean when I say saving professional wrestling? Well, the issue is nobody's professional anymore. A lot of people are cheating the fans, looking at YouTube training videos to become professional wrestlers. That's cheating and chipping those wonderful fans. I'm here to show these guys, these wonderful people, what professional wrestling really is. If I gotta carry that burden, then I will. I'll take it to the mountain, to the rooftops if I have to. You don't work, you don't eat. You don't grind, you don't shine. It's time for me to shine. It's time for me to eat. As you guys can see, I'm already the Mid-Valley Champion and the Now That's Wrestling Champion. Who other belts do I have to take to show you guys what professional wrestling really is? I'm just so sick. It's just a crime that a lot of these people call themselves professional wrestling, but don't even respect the business. Don't even respect the people that came before us to pave the way for us. But 2023, I'm going to show you guys what I learned. I'm going to bring the best, and I'm calling out the best professional wrestlers in 2023. Nobody less than a professional wrestler, anybody higher than a professional wrestler. Set them up. Watch I knock them down. And I got one thing that can stop everybody. The alpha drop. Who will be broken off proper? Welcome to 2023.
Yo, yo, yo. All right, just wanted to make sure that you guys can hear me clearly as everything is currently going off. Don't worry about that, Cam. I'll do that. I'll drive for you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll do it after I go live. I won't be long. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful year. You know, you're all going through trials and tribulations already and stuff like that. I pray we overcome it. In Jesus' name, amen. I hope you guys are having a great time and a great day. You know, and if you don't have a great day today, there's always tomorrow, Lord willing. I hope everything is fine with wrestling and stuff like that. I do want to drop some gems and drop some knowledge to a lot of people to encourage the wrestlers. So I'll do that as well. Shout out to you, Robert Brown. Hope everything is going great with you. God bless you, sir. Glad to see you back in the chat and everything like that. Let me do my promos. You guys gotta know I gotta do the promo game. So let me get this real quick. All right. So I have a show this Saturday, January 7th. It's True Privilege Wrestling. I meant to have this up last live, but I was in the process of trying to edit it and stuff like that. But it's January 7th, this Saturday. The address has changed, 200 South 5th Avenue, Maywood, Illinois. Doors open at 6. Showtime is at 7. You get tickets at Eventbrite. I go against the True Privilege Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Mike Strong. I get back what I shouldn't have lost in the first place. So make sure you guys go to that. There's a 5-way. There's a women's match. There's one-on-one. There's Xavier Sky versus Just Amazing. It's a lot of great matches that you guys should want to see. So that's January 7th. And then 2 weeks from that date, we have Press Start 2. We're doing a lot of heavy promoting and everything like that because this is a show you definitely do not want to miss. If you guys are in the Indiana area, or if you're not and you want to see, if you go to the Eventbrite link that's posted on the C3 Ultimate Wrestling page, you get $5. There's $5 off for tickets now for kids and adults, but that sale ends day of the show. So make sure you guys get those tickets. Very important to get that. The main event is the King, Miles Mercer, C3 Ultimate Wrestling Champion, goes against the Cobra, the Elite Warrior. This is a match that has been on a lot of people's list, and I'm happy that at C3 Ultimate Wrestling it goes down. We also have a best of 3 match with match 1 going down January 21st at Press Start. We have Marcelo Spade versus Aaron Stone. It's going to be a great one. We also have the tag team, the newly formed tag team, the Chaos Controllers, consist of Classic Alpha and Joseph Albert Credit versus Legit, the C3 Ultimate Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Tag team wrestling will be so dope. We have a triple threat with Mike Valentine against the debuting Atlas J. Horn with the returning Jackson Stampede Larkin of the ARC. Bangers. All right, we also have one-on-one with this dude, the Ewok versus Mike Strong. Team Mike Strong. We also have the women's match. We have the C3 Ultimate Wrestling Women's Championship. Excuse the noise and the staticky in the back. It's Jocelyn Navarro. She challenges Renee Van Peebles to C3 Ultimate Wrestling Women's Champ. It's going to be dope. We have hosting the event and announcing is Kevin Young Sr., aka CEO of the Yellow Pill Coffee Company. We are sponsored by Limelight Comics. Real quick, I want to show what came in the mail for Limelight Comics. Make sure you go to limelightcomics.com, get your issue of the Conquered Crowns Amazon assembled. I gotta start. I gotta make a promotion for this. I got a bookmark. I got stickers and everything like that. They hook you up with stuff, man. Especially when they got my back, and they'll have your back. You'll be entertained. When I had the Captivating Light, that's actually a great series. There's so much stuff. They are award-winning, and it is good to get to them now before it is too late. It'll never be too late. He'll have your back and everything like that. David is a good people. We also have our second sponsor, A Penny for Your Thoughts, Sweets for Your Soul. Cookies, 3-pack cookies for $3. I can't wait to talk about that this week as well. Look, I don't fight nobody, but I fight somebody for some cookies. But we're gonna talk about that as well. What we also have at the end of the month, January 28th, is Now That's Wrestling. At the American Legion in Appleton, we have Winter Warfare. There's a championship celebration for me because I am the champ. I am the Now That's Wrestling champion. That's a beautiful belt right there. And I'm also the Mid-Valley champion. So both, yeah, look at that. Read them in week. Look at this. These are great, important titles to me. The Mid-Valley and the Top Championship. Very good, very important. The fans who cheer me on, who support me and stuff like that, and even wrestlers and everything that encouraged me and everything. So there's a championship celebration. And then in February, there's Now and Forever. That's February 25th in Appleton at the American Legion. And then we follow up with March Melee. 3 shows back-to-back in Appleton. So make sure you guys pay attention to that. If you guys like wrestling content besides my own for C3 Ultimate Wrestling, which I'm sure you guys are subscribed to, check out True Privilege Wrestling with Just Amazing and KO Kendra in the forefront. This is the show we're going to this weekend. I plan to win the title back. All right. Before we go any further, I want to say Happy New Year's to you guys. I wanted to do a quick recap. I don't want to take long. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God that I'm blessed to even promote so much stuff that I'm a part of and even things I'm not a part of. So thank you guys for rocking with me with that situation. All right, I think I messed something up. There's a lot of comments coming in. I will get to those shortly because I also forgot to show who else. I have an interview set up. Yeah, I'll say it now. I got an interview this Friday with Damian Tyler. So this guy, great father and everything. He has a lot to say about wrestling. So I've been meaning to talk to him a little bit about the stuff because we talk about stuff on Facebook and stuff like that. And, we check on each other from time to time and stuff like that. So he has a lot to say. And I want to hear it. I want to hear his mind. I want to pick his brain to see exactly how he feels about certain things in certain situations. He doesn't hold back from it. So I do think that will be a great interview. And if you have not checked the previous interviews that I've had with Jonte Keith, me and Jonte went for 3 hours. That was not planned. We were just shooting the stuff. I had an interview with Just Amazing, and I had an interview with RK Savage, who's returning into the business. So make sure you guys pay attention and look at that stuff. It's a lot of things to learn from and stuff like that. When I go back and listen to these, I learned something, even though I was there. So it's very important to go back to listen to certain things. So why doesn't C-Red have a match? C-Red is already a busy individual, David. Shout out to everything you continue to do. May ask what kind of music you like. I like rap. Rap is pretty good. Rap is good. R&B. It's just whatever catches my attention and stuff. I listen to a whole bunch of stuff. Tears for Fears, Everybody Want to Rule the World. I love stuff like that. I love Active Child. Y'all don't know about no Active Child. But anyway, cool. Shout out to you, Willie Richardson. Happy belated birthday. Your birthday passed not too long ago. If I didn't say it, so I'm saying it now on live. Happy belated birthday. God bless you, sir. All right, so let's go into it. 2022 is one of the, if not the best year I've had in professional wrestling. And I say that and I mean that because I got a lot of opportunities. I got a lot of opportunities to wrestle. I got to wrestle some guys that are legends in the game, like a Marshe Rocket and the Acid Jazz. and things like that. I've wrestled guys, younger guys in Wisconsin with Jaden Mercer and we keep changing his name. We're gonna call him Austin. I went against guys that are vets, smash, and everything's like that. I've had a great year. A lot of guys supported me. A lot of people supported me. I had merch. I had a lot of merch. I bought a lot of merch, and I sold a lot of merch. So it's been a very good year. And what I'm saying with this, and this is the encouragement part of dropping gems, is bet on yourself this year. Bet on yourself. Invest in yourself. I think it is very important. I've always had like shirts and stuff that you can get online, or I've always had a few. But I've had to think about a shirt that people will want. And then if people support me, I want them to be happy with the shirt that I have. So, you guys know that it's like Sonic and Knuckles inspired. And it works, And then I also make something called an Alpha Pack, which is sort of like a Happy Meal for wrestlers and for kids and stuff like that. It comes with a noise maker. You get crayons. You get 2 things to color. You get a sticker, and you get an autographed picture and stuff like that. I want to make sure that, like, even if you don't remember the match, you leave happy or you leave with something. I've always wanted people to leave with something with the product that I have, that I do with wrestling. I do want people to leave with something. I do know they have people who have Patreons and all this other stuff, and people pay them nothing to do nothing and stuff like that. I'm not like that. No shade to them. That's how you make the money. Make the money. Don't make it make you. Shout out to Diamond and Ebony from Players Club. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Well, that's between you and God. Everyone in ARC has a match with C-Red. I think he should be made to have a match also. Well, I have to talk to C-Red about that if that even happens. So, like I said, it's been a great year of investing, a great year of support. And even if I slip or I don't do something that's not classic, and when I say that, people know what that means. I talk so much about professional wrestling and how I'm trying to save it and stuff like that. But if I'm doing something that's not right, I have the right people around me to say, hey, you can do better than that. Better than that and stuff like that. And I don't take it personal. I take it professional. And I think with wrestling, that's one of the reasons why the landscape is always uncertain and it's a brittle foundation, is because a lot of people take harsh criticism or even criticism period as just hurting your feelings and stuff. Oh, well, he didn't like how I punched, or he didn't like how my match. Instead of just listening and taking yourself out of the situation and understanding that this is something that we have to uphold. This is a reputation and stuff like that. So I've learned that a while, because some of these people actually want stuff, great products and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I slip or I mess up with something, or something don't go how I want. But at the same time, I can acknowledge that. I don't have to go gaslight or put on a facade online and say I'm a victim when I really wasn't a victim. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of things that is very important. But bet on yourself. Betting can cost money. It can involve time. It can involve reaching out to companies you wouldn't reach out to. A lot of people think, if I just wrestle very good, people hit you up. That works sometimes, but sometimes you actually got to send stuff to people. Send a resume. Have an updated promo picture. People shouldn't be trying to fish for a promo picture of you if they're trying to put you on a flyer or even have a match graphic. It's very important to invest in yourself. You can do professional pictures. Some companies, some great companies, they have people who take professional pictures as well, and they'll do it for you for free. So you get what I'm saying? So invest in yourself. Don't settle for less, but also don't think too high of yourself that you're above something or you're above a company, especially like when it comes to losing. A lot of people like, oh, well, I think that I deserve this and I deserve that. And I'm like, nothing is owed to you in this business. There's a lot of great matches I had where I lost. It's just a part of the thing. A lot of people are talking about a stock that nobody's invested in but themselves. And that's the funny thing. You're investing into your own stock, but you're not investing into your own self. You get what I'm saying? With gear and stuff like that. Buy shirts, sell shirts, take pictures, autographs, and all kind of stuff. And you'll see what it is. Invest in the business so you can get something back. And sometimes it may take years for you to even break even. But think and bet high on yourself. And that's what I'm doing now, and I'm learning that as a wrestler and a promoter. What up, Brett? Hope everything's good with you, sir. Robert Brown. Yes, my wife wrestles. She's actually the reason why I started wrestling because she wrestled before she even met me. And if you check on our C3 Ultimate Wrestling page, if you put in Chris Classic versus Sensational Shay, you'll actually see me and her match, our intergender match. You guys know how I feel about intergender matches, and I think we've had one of the best ones they've had, psychology-wise and everything. So check that out. She's, to me, I'm not saying this because I'm married to her, but she's like one of the greatest women wrestlers out here. You know, she wanted to drop everything and drop any of her dreams for any reason, and I'm supporting her, by the way. And she wanted to wrestle, she can do that and make a lot of money and stuff like that. But then she won't wrestle everywhere because there's certain things and there's a standard. And that's the thing that I'm talking about is betting on yourself, making sure it's the right standard, but don't put yourself too high that you're better than somebody or something like that. I had to learn that the hard way. So shout out to you, Rob, and everything like that. But yeah, bet high on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to be your own support, and sometimes you have to use your own self as the mouthpiece to promote and to show people how important you are, to promote and things like that. You see commercials all the time, new candy, new cars, new food and stuff like that. And you don't know about it until people had to invest that money, ad-wise, YouTube, Facebook, celebrities, all kind of stuff. And then you learn about it and then you want to do it and stuff like that. Think of Patti LaBelle when she had the pie, right? The Patti pies or whatever. They had the guy who was eating and it sounded like Patti LaBelle. Nobody was thinking about those Patti LaBelle pies. And everybody know that Patti LaBelle can cook. But even that was a form of ad and investing and stuff like that. Everybody named mama wanted those Patti pies. Now, they was all right to me, but that's what I'm just saying. You just never know. The more who know, the more who show. And that's how I'm doing with even selling tickets, selling merch, doing things and selling things and trying to promote the shows that I'm wrestling on. Shout out to every company that booked me last year. That's True Privilege Wrestling. That's Now That's Wrestling. There's No Regrets Wrestling. I was supposed to wrestle at Wisconsin Pro Wrestling, but something came up on my end and they talked to me about it. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the companies and stuff like that that's doing everything right. Who is someone you would like to see come to C3 to wrestle? Man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Sometimes it's time. Sometimes it's mostly time. You know, a lot of the guys that I book and gals that I book, they are booked. You know what I'm saying? They are booked, like library book, because a lot of people know their talent and stuff like that. So a lot of people. But if I wanted like a debut, I would love to see like a guy named like TW3. I would love Mark Reconcile to come back. Jaden Mercer, Preston. He freaking his name. I would like Ruthless Rage, guys in Wisconsin. I would like a lot of guys to come back. I would like Sam Knight to come back. I would like even no disrespect, Perfection to come back. Paragon. It's a lot of guys that I've hit up, and sometimes things happen. The show got canceled, COVID, or anything like that. It's a lot of guys and gals that I want to bring in. We finally getting Jocelyn Navarro in. I tried to get it in, I want to say last year or the year before, but everything worked out. So I'm excited for that. All is well, brother. Just at work, chilling, trying to fill my calendar up. Yep, I know the feeling. I definitely know the feeling. Shoot, I'll be at work, working, trying to make sure everything I'm doing and the calendar is lined up and everything is good. Your match against your wife was one of the best I've seen. Thank you, David, and I appreciate you for refereeing and everything like that. That was my first match back from my serious injury from my knee, and it was emotional for me because I want to go against the best, and I feel like my wife is the best, and everything went good. I love that match. I enjoy it. I watch it every year, and I show it. Hey, you want me to do this? Well, I'll beat you in the match. Ha ha! You know what I'm saying? I know it's a little corny. But going back into it, I also want to give a thanks to the fans. I've had a lot of fans. I've had people who hit me up on Facebook, on Messenger, and say, hey, you do such a great job. You're a role model. Things that I'm not saying I wanted to be, but I just wanted to do something positive because, you know, it's a lot of negative things and suggestive things for even kids and and people coming of age and stuff like that. And it's just like, sometimes it's just wrestle and just being positive and stuff like that. And when fans are so great to like encourage you, say you're doing a great job, keep up the good work, or even parents are saying, hey, my kid loves you because of what you do and what you say and stuff like that. And kids want pictures. I mean, one girl, she was so happy to see me. She drug her mom over to buy a t-shirt and stuff like that. Wrong picture. So, with Andy and his 2 kids and things like that, like the pictures after the show at Out of Control and things like that. Like, these are things that like warm my heart. Sometimes we going through a lot of things in life. We don't, sometimes we don't get that love during the week and stuff like that. I get it from my wife and stuff like that, but sometimes like from other people through interactions to say, okay, you've done a great job and things like that. You become grateful. You see, my wife is like one of the reasons why I'm at Now That's Wrestling, and she encouraged me and stuff like that. And I love her so much, and I have to pour so much into her as she has poured into me. And there's Ruthie, who she colors the pictures. She buys the pictures, colors them, writes notes, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. And it touches my heart every time. I don't have all the pictures. I do not have all the pictures, unfortunately, because some business I had to take care of before work. This is my son. My son, that's he's right there with me. He's right behind me at the merch table and everything. The last show, the No Regrets show, he was helping with Ring Crew, stacking up chairs and everything like that, paying dues. And isn't this funny? He's not even wrestling yet and knows how important it is to clean up and care about the business more than people who wrestle. Anyway, let's go back into it. I got more comments. All right, what's good? Can't wait to kill it on the 21st. I am excited for the 21st, and I'm excited because, one, this is the second time we are at On the Square Sports Academy. Shout out to Dennis and his wife and everything. And 2, it's about time. I think it's about time. The fans make me excited. The wrestlers make me excited as well, because some like you, bro, my bro, like they're so excited about the show. Fans message me about the show. People respond to the event page. Like it's so great. It's so heartwarming to see that I'm trying to do a product, or we're trying to have a product with great wrestlers and great action and everything like that, and everybody wants to be a part of it. I have people that offered to DJ. I have people that offered to clean up, people that offered services for wrestling, ring crew and stuff like that. And it's so dope to see that. You know what I'm saying? It makes me so excited to run a show, and it's like I gotta do the best. I try my best to do the best. You know what I'm saying? I try to do a product that's different from everyone else, and that's very hard to do because, like I said, everybody's booked, man. I'm booked. You know what I'm saying? So it's very hard, but very possible. And I'm thankful for the wrestlers that actually choose my shows or even come to the shows if they're not doing anything, because it just shows that they care about the product, and I care about them. You guys know when COVID hit, right? We was one of the shows in the Midwest around my area that was still doing shows, but we made sure even the building wasn't even giving us protocol. We was making sure people had masks on, and people were the wrestlers had questionnaires. We had to make sure, hey, are you sick? Did you feel like this? When was the last time? Temperature checks. My wife is certified with that stuff. I pushed the ring back and I push the chairs back. I'll try to limit the contact between wrestlers and fans and stuff like that. That was just one of those things. We just care so much. You have people that have the God complex. And me and Jonte talked about that, about how running a show and not answering stuff or treating people like crap and stuff like that, or your pay is contingent on what you do today and stuff like that. We don't do that kind of stuff. We don't do that. Is your wife want to wrestle for C3 anymore? What I can say is never say never. My wife, she has her own things she want to do. And like I said, she sold so much and poured so much into this company that if she stops doing anything, I'm grateful for that. She has a lot of things that is still her company as well. I want to reiterate that as well. But she's done so much. She's had my back. She's corrected me from certain things. She's helped me change my mind for the better for certain things. So never say never on that. She's always around. It's her company too. So that's the answer to that. But going back to the fans. Like I said, I don't even have everything that a lot of fans have given me, right? I've had fans, Ashley, shout out to you, that waits to see my matches on YouTube, or when it was live, she was like, "Oh, I need to watch it." And she watched it, and she talked about the other matches. She didn't just watch my match. She watched everybody's match. And she's like, "When are you on? When are you on?" And then she's like, "Oh, that was the best match." Stuff like that, that people actually tune in to see what you can provide and what you can do and stuff like that. But I do have a few things that fans and friends have given me that I do on the show. David and his son, they went, it was something in Wisconsin. I forgot exactly what it was, but his son asked Kurt Angle to sign it. Now, Kurt, I don't know. Shout out to you. I'm grateful for this, by the way. I love Kurt Angle, but Kurt, we got to go to school, brother. we definitely got to go to school, brother. Alpha. But like I said, it's the gift. The gift is great. This is great. Somebody to go to a Hall of Famer, right? And to ask for a few seconds, "Hey, could you sign this for Classic Alpha?" and things like that. This is great. This is dope. I have to frame this and stuff like that. Kurt, we got to go to school. This was something from Ruthie. Ruthie has given me 2-3 pictures, and I have this one. So she colored it. She says, "You are really good at wrestling." I don't cry, but somebody did cut onion, so this was good. This is good. And then she also wrote, "You are a kind and you are a good wrestler." Like, these are things that like make me so happy. This is why 2022 is like one of the best years that I've had. We also have Andy from MS Paint Wrestlers. He created a picture of me with the belts. They call me Alpha 2 belts in Wisconsin. I usually don't do nicknames like that, but it really stuck with me. So he did this, and I've been waiting for one of these for the longest because I've seen him do great work with everybody else's pictures and stuff like that. But then he said mine was a little more complicated because of the color scheme that I have. So I was so grateful for him to even do that picture. I had to print it out. I'm gonna back up some. I had to print it out, and then I also had to have Andy sign it as well. Because, like, to me, this is great. Like, this is something that is definitely going in the man cave. I have to move around some stuff, but I definitely wanted his autograph and things like that. I know I see he draws a lot of legends and stuff like that, and they sign it and stuff, but I wanted it the other way around. I wanted him to sign this because I'm happy for this. I'm proud of this. Andy, you did a great job. Yeah, wonderful kids. And like I said, I have like a lot more stuff. I still have stuff in the car, and I still have stuff in like my gear bag. But 2022 was very good to just have so many fans just show love and everything like that. So that is something that's going to always be in my heart. We'll love a Dream Breaker versus Classic match for 2023. 2023 is not over yet, my brother. I think we shut it down when we wrestled at CWA. I don't think people realize how great people realized how great it was, but they didn't know like the potential. That was like a match of the year for me, one of them. So what are your thoughts on managers? Managers are needed in wrestling, especially if you are a wrestler who does not know how to talk. And even if you do know how to talk, a manager can help. C-Red is one of the greatest managers in the Midwest. You have a lot of people that you can study from. You can study a lot of managers. People like to study Paul. People study Cornette. It's a lot of great managers around to study from. Now, some managers like to get involved with the wrestling, with matches and stuff like that, but some of the good ones, they seldomly be involved as in a physical thing. Managers are definitely needed, and they can also rise the stock of somebody. I mean, even look how when Claudio was Cesaro in WWE, and then he was a Paul Heyman guy. Like, look where that went for a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So managers are very important. If you bring back Sam Knight, bring in the city. I can't. I'm not trying to say everything. I don't want to say my plans and everything like that. Truly is awesome. Yes. Shout out to you, Jamie. Shout out to everything you're doing. Great photographer and everything. Andy getting a shout out, of course. I'm grateful, and that's my thing. I think my thing is I'm just very grateful. None of this stuff is owed to me. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people, Happy New Year's, you had a great year and stuff like that. I won an award, great, best good guy. Yeah, now that's wrestling. I'm just grateful to wrestle. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. If I get the opportunity, I'm going to show you some of the best wrestling. And that's why even the promo that I put up before I got on, saying that I'm just trying to save professional wrestling, because it's literally on his last, it's not even on his last leg. It's on his last toe. You know what I'm saying? It's on his last toe. We're literally spinning on a big toe right now. And the way you can either land it and do great, or you can fall and break your toe and break everything else. Look, I'm old, so if I fall, I'm scared that might be the last fall ever, or I might not ever be the same. And this coming from a wrestler who gets slammed and slam people and stuff like that. My check knee light is on. That's my baby, but she all right. She my mom's upstairs. But going into it, when I look back at 2022, because there's things I want to talk about in 2023. I don't want to keep you guys long today, so sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling. But I started the year off. I started the year off as the Mid-Valley champion from the previous year in 2021. And I was also the True Privilege heavyweight champion. So I had 2 belts back then. So I went into 2022 with 2 belts. And the first match I had, I went against Marche Rocket. And then we were close. It was a great match. I advise you guys to go to the C3 Ultimate Wrestling channel and see it. And then Mike Strong, he came in, he cashed in, and, you know, he took advantage and he pinned me for the belt. I lost, but I get to gain it this Saturday. So I'm happy about that. You know, I faced Mike Strong in a rematch, and it was a good match. But once again, he hit the ref. He's always conniving and stuff like that. That's on the True Privilege part. I had a triple threat with Leo LaFleur and Acid Jazz, legend. I had a great match. It was a dope match. Like I said, that match is also on the Take It Home podcast. You can just look up the matches on the playlist. So we've been doing some big things. The Dalton show for True Privilege Wrestling was so good. It was so touching, because Justin and Kendra, they always want to give back to people and help kids and stuff like that. So many people complaining about kids need this and need that, and they're actually trying to help. They've been doing toy drives. They do parades. They do fests. They do a whole bunch of stuff. So God bless you guys, y'all brother and sister and everything like that. Can't wait to see you guys Saturday on the Now That's Wrestling forefronts. I lost the Mid-Valley title to Jaden Mercer, the only guy that beat me. And yeah, so within the first 2 months of the 2022, I lost my belts. But then even with now, I redeemed myself. You know, I beat Kodiak, and then Kodiak, the reason why we did that with Kodiak interfered with my match against Smash, Mike Jarrett, which we still got to run that fade, no barbershop. And I've had a lot of matches. And Now That's Wrestling, it was a lot of matches. I rematched Preston. If I get your name wrong, I rematched him, and it was a great match at Wood Eyes Bar and Grill. Great chicken there. The garlic spicy chicken is definitely delicious. I went against Kodiak Baker's brother, Big Rick Baker, and my first last man standing match. Very fun match. Very fun match. Like, I've had a last man standing match in 2022. That was not something I thought that I would even do. And then winning that, I went against Devin Drake, who was the Now That's Wrestling champion at the time. He put his career on the line, and he unfortunately came up short, but it was a great match. And please watch that on my channel, or I don't know if there's anywhere else, but it's so much emotion. And I always say wrestling is about emotion sometimes. There's a video about that too on my channel. I cover a whole bunch of this stuff. So then my first defense was going against Jaden Mercer, the Mid-Valley champion, for title versus title. Great match. The highest match view I have on the Take It Home podcast is that match view wise. So shout out to Jaden. Very great match. You learn stuff, man. You learn and then you grow. I was victorious with that. And then the final match for Now That's Wrestling was me versus Perfection. I was victorious with that. You see, I got the belts, but great match, good match. So with Now That's Wrestling, if I forgot a match, I'm trying to think, because man, those guys are awesome. Very awesome. If I forgot a match, forgive me, but very good. I made a debut at No Regrets Wrestling. I was in a multi-man match. I came up short. I caught a dude in a purple sweater with a long chain. But yeah, other than that, it was a very fun show. And then C3 Ultimate Wrestling, my company. Make sure y'all subscribe to that channel. Make sure y'all subscribe. You guys know what happened. I was supposed to have a show in June. Kingdom Come was supposed to happen last year in June, right? Supposed to happen last year in June. But the venue that I was at, they said I needed to have security at the last minute, like the week of the show. Said I had to have it. Then they said that I couldn't get anybody because there's another event that was going on. It was an MMA event, and they basically had the fire department there. So I basically was forced to cancel my show, unfortunately. Fast forward to June of 2022. We thinking everything is good. We got everything set up, and then all of a sudden it started coming to, oh, well, you didn't send this paperwork, and then oh, we didn't know you were charging. Like, I've been charging since I've started wrestling at that show, at that spot. Since I started doing shows, I've always charged. Then he said, oh, that's going to be another issue. So I'm like, boom, we got to find another spot. So within a month and a half, we find On the Square Sports Academy, and we had our show July 30th. Thank God for that. I wanted to do another show, but like I said, people busy. I'm busy. There's a lot of things going on. So the next show is a little over 2 weeks away. So if you guys want to see some great action, because I've been ready to promote. I've been ready. Y'all see the promos and stuff like that. Y'all see everything that I continue to do. I'm in a tag with my bro Joseph Ira Credit. We Chaos Control. So that's what I've been doing 2020. That's what happened in 2022. And 2023, I'm already got a show. I already got like 5 shows lined up. It used to be not like that. I used to wrestle for like 1 or 2 companies or whatever like that. So I'm grateful for that. And I also get more time to spend with my family and stuff like that. So I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? 2023, we're going to continue to bet high on ourselves. You know, I don't want to say everything that I have going on company-wise, but we continue to grow. And if you do wrestle and I see it and I like what I see, I'm going to hit you up. Whether it's a match against me or some other guys, the tag. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of opportunities. A lot of people message me and stuff. And I do my best to respond. You know, I don't like keeping people on read and things like that. So those things are very important. Sponsorships. If you guys want to sponsor C3 Ultimate Wrestling, you can hit me up or you can hit up my email, chris425@aol.com. And that is correct. I am probably the only person that still has an AOL account. But yeah, going back into it, yeah, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for another opportunity. I'm ready to wrestle. When are you ready to wrestle? You ready? I want to bring you in for real. The legend. This is, you are certified, man. Like people have already said, like almost every time I go on live, when I used to go on live, when I first went on live, a lot of people say, hey, I want to get on. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. And then when you say, I want to talk about it, people are like, nah, let Willie go first. Because Willie got something to say. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, I definitely want to bring you in, sir. But 2 of us are still, okay, cool. We are the AOL brothers. We are in the AOL. Like I said, I have merch. If you guys want merch, go to teespring.com/C3 Ultimate Wrestling. I got some new shirts. I got merch there if you guys want to. I have merch at the show. I will have available for all the shows that I am at. But yeah, going back into it is treating wrestling serious. You know, having fun and treating it serious. You know, I know a lot of people are like, well, times have changed and things like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, a lot of people are stemming away from tradition because they feel like tradition held them down or they couldn't do anything. But yeah, there are certain things you can keep. You know, you can keep a certain decorum for professional wrestling. And hopefully when I do wrestle, I'm claiming that you're going to see that. You're going to see that this guy who basically 11 years in the business this year, cares about the business, cares about it, respects the ring, respects the locker room, not trying to do everything that everybody else is doing, trying to do things different. A lot of people make it easy for me to have a different set from everybody else because as soon as something goes viral, everybody does it. I've said this countless times. Jonte said this countless times. Just Amazing said this countless times. When I talked to Arcade Savage, he talked about it. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff is repetitive, and I do think not everything. Some things are great. There are a lot of great wrestlers that care about wrestling and character development. Usually, somebody chooses one over the other, and it doesn't really help the cause. You know what I'm saying? So here come Mike Strong. Here your L now, so you know your future for Saturday. Nah, you can have an L. You're gonna have to change your whole profile picture and everything. Mike Strong. Mike L. Strong. You strong, sir. I hope you can hold the biggest L this Saturday when you lose your championship and it comes back to me. So we'll see where it goes. I hope you are having a great day. I hope you are being healthy. Happy New Year to you. You're going to bring in the new month with an L, sir. So there you go. Hope everything's fine with you. Even though you're going to be in, let me leave that alone. But going back into it, 2023, big things for C3. I'm betting more on myself. I'm not saying I'm saying I did it a lot last year in 2022, but in 2023, I'm going to do more, not only just for me, but also the company, because that company, I'm trying to help other people as well. I'm trying to sow seeds and, push certain things and tell people and stuff like that and be more family oriented and stuff like that. So it's just like, I just got to stop playing. Sometimes we think about what other people think and we're not even doing what we're supposed to ask. And even God to be pushing you to do something. You just like, oh, I know that these people are going to say no, or these people ain't going to do this and people going to do that. We don't even know. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to hide what I feel the world needs to see as far as professional wrestling. You get what I'm saying? And then I got kids, right? And we always tell our kids, follow your dreams, follow your heart, do this stuff and do all that. And, my kids look at me every day, 24/7, if I'm not at work or anything like that. And what I look like, I'm not saying you can't put your stuff on hold, because kids are one of those things, not a bad thing to say or nothing like that. You want to make sure your kids are straight. But at the same time, they look up to you and they see you, and sometimes they see things, and it's just like, you don't want your kids to feel like they're burdens or they're the reasons why you didn't do what you're supposed to do. My kids see me do a lot of things, right, with wrestling and stuff, besides we having fun and family time and all of that. But at the same time, I want them to know, like, hey, if daddy could do this stuff, I can do this too, and stuff like that. And if I get the financial backing to do that for them, y'all know I'm gonna do that and stuff like that. I don't mind. My testimony is for me, from what the good Lord give. But sometimes, we're supposed to serve and sow into people and stuff like that. My kids, they have passions and interests and stuff that they want to do, and I'm the one, and my wife, and there are a lot of people, family and friends. We should be encouraging. We should be watering that seed so that seed can grow into something. So, like I said, I don't want to be like, oh, well, my kids. Sometimes that kind of stuff stays in the mind, and kids never forget that, even when they become adults and stuff like that. So I don't want that. Putting stuff on hold is understandable. Not having the financial backing is understandable. Not having the right mindset. Trust me, mindset. Especially, man, we be like work, and we don't rest. We don't do therapy. We don't do things. We don't let things out and stuff like that. So sometimes that can be very difficult, and not even just for men, but for women. But I'm just speaking from a man's point of view, because that's what I am. So going back into that, yes, bets on yourself. That is what we're doing this year. Bet on yourself. Be safe. Invest. Invest is gear. Working on promos, you can work on that at home in the mirror. Practice. Try to find a good practice. Try to find a great teacher. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do background checks for stuff, because people book anybody and get trained by anybody. Insurance. I know a lot of people roll their eyes when I say it. Get insurance. GoFundMe's don't promise you your bills being paid. And you can also mess up your credit if you guys don't know that. That's also like a gem right there. If you go to the hospital and there's a bill that you cannot cover and you refuse to pay, you mess up your credit. And then now some of your future could be messed up because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So insurance, insurance can be expensive, but that doctor bill is way more expensive than insurance for sure. So You know, if you got to work for it, you got to work for it. You know, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. I know many of us want to do wrestling 24/7. We want it to be our main income. I have plans I want to do, but at the end of the day, I still have bills I have to pay. I have kids that I have to provide for. I have a lot of things. I promised God I was going to take care of my kids and everything like that. And that's what I'm supposed to do as a man, is to be a provider. So eventually wrestling and everything that I do will be that. But right now it's all about investing and being cool and being still and not trying to rush and jump the gun on anything like that. I hope that goes into somebody's mind and heart to understand that, you know, it's okay to be a little overwhelmed. And sometimes you have to take back and kick your feet up. And that's what I'm doing. Not kicking my feet up as relaxing, but some things I just cannot control. And I have to be cool with that. You get what I'm saying? So, I did want to speak for about an hour, so we are at the 56-minute mark. Shout out to everybody that has commented, that has asked me questions. Like I said, I ask questions, I respond to them as long as they're not like crude or anything like that. Y'all know I got y'all at the end of the day. So, you know, shout out to Jamie, shout out to Brett, shout out to Willie, shout out to Mike Strong, shout out to all y'all. You know, thank y'all for kicking it with me for a little bit. Remember that's this Friday at 5, scheduled for Damian Tyler. I will interview Damian Tyler. I will ask him certain things, what he like, what he doesn't like. Very passionate man for the business. So he definitely is going to have a lot to say, and I'm curious to hear. There's a lot of other guys that I do want to talk to as well. So if I do not get to that guy or that person, please do not take it personally. Work with me. There's a lot of things that I have to do. I have to set up and everything like that. So Happy New Year this year. Everybody gonna see me achieve the final boss level. All right, we'll see. Great things happen in due time. Yeah, for sure. Final boss level. Level. That's 2 L's, bro. Anyway, that was kind of corny, but I'll let it ride. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Thank you for rocking with me. Like I said, if you want to do sponsorships, anything, hit up my email, hit me up personally on Facebook or anything like that. Any questions, any topics that you want me to cover. This has happened too, by the way. Some guys have said, hey, why don't you talk about this? And I'll be like, you know what? Let's talk about that, because some things I'm not scared to talk about. Some things do need to be addressed in the locker room. And I'm not saying like a physical locker room, but just literally people need to talk about this stuff, just in case you do have new guys that are coming into the business who do not know proper etiquette or how to carry yourself and things to do and things to not do. But like I said, we gonna talk more about that. I'm gonna play my promo one more time, and then I am out. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. This is Chris Classic, also known as Classic Alpha. Let's take it on.
My name is Classic Alpha, and I'm here to save professional wrestling. You might ask, what do I mean when I say saving professional wrestling? Well, the issue is nobody's professional anymore. A lot of people are cheating the fans, looking at YouTube training videos to become professional wrestlers. That's cheating and chipping those wonderful fans. I'm here to show these guys, these wonderful people, what professional wrestling really is. If I gotta carry that burden, then I will. I'll take it to the mountain, to the rooftops if I have to. You don't work, you don't eat. You don't grind, you don't shine. It's time for me to shine. It's time for me to eat. As you guys can see, I'm already the Mid-Valley champion and the Now That's Wrestling champion. Who other belts do I have to take to show you guys what professional wrestling really is? I'm just so sick. It's just a crime that a lot of these people call themselves professional wrestling, but don't even respect the business. Don't even respect the people that came before us to pave the way for us. But 2023, I'm going to show you guys what I learned. I'm going to bring the best, and I'm calling out the best professional wrestlers in 2023. Nobody less than a professional wrestler, anybody higher than a professional wrestler. Set them up. Watch I knock them down. And I got one thing that can stop everybody. The alpha drop. Who will be broken off proper? Welcome to 2023.